5 odd sexual habits of a narcissist in the bedroom. Have you ever felt like you were just an object in the bedroom, used for someone else's pleasure without any emotional connection? If so, you may have experienced the bizarre and twisted sexual habits of a narcissist. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the dark world of a narcissist bedroom, and you'll be shocked by what you discover. Narcissists have a way of turning something as beautiful and intimate as sex into a twisted and selfish act. Their weird sexual habits are the reflection of their damaged psyche, and understanding them can help you avoid becoming another victim of their manipulation. If you feel your narcissist faking sex with you, you can watch my previous video titled Narcissistic Sex Faking Act Patterns, Signs, Sexually Aggressive Behavior, Intimacy Drive, and Abuse, and know more about your narcissist sex patterns. A link is in the description below. So buckle up, because we are about to explore 6 of the weirdest sexual habits of a narcissist. And trust me, it's going to be a wild ride. Subscribe to this channel to learn more about twisted mind of a narcissist and how to protect yourself from their abuse. Approach avoidance. The push-pull game. You know that feeling when you crave intimacy with your partner, but they seem to shut you down every time? That's the classic approach avoidance tactic of a narcissist. It's like a sick game of push-pull, where they dangle the carrot of intimacy in front of you, only to snatch away when you reach for it. Imagine this scenario. You are recovering from surgery. Your wounds are still fresh, and you need rest. But your narcissistic partner demands sex, completely disregarding your physical and emotional state. You should try to say no. They threaten to step out and get their needs met elsewhere. It's a twisted form of emotional blackmail, leaving you feeling worthless and unattractive. This constant rejection can be a real blow to your self-esteem. You start questioning if there's something wrong with you. Maybe you're too thin, too fat, or not too attractive enough. And as you desperately try to fix yourself, changing your appearance and compromising your boundaries, the narcissist setbacks and fast in their power over you. Make up sex, that twisted Aphrodisiac. Ever notice how a narcissist suddenly gets aroused and want to wake up after an intense argument or fight? It's like your pain and emotional turmoil is their twisted Aphrodisiac. Imagine this scenario. You have just had a heated argument with your narcissistic partner, and you're feeling completely drained and emotionally battered. But instead of addressing the issues or acknowledging their abusive behavior, they start making sexual advances. It's like they see your vulnerability as an invitation to assert their dominance and control. The narcissist sees this as an opportunity to re-establish their power and make sure you don't leave them. But forcing intimacy when you are at your lowest, they create a twisted drama bond that keeps you hooked, seeking those brief moments of connection amidst the chaos. It's like they are saying, see, I can make you feel good again, but only on my terms. And as you surrender to their advances, desperate for a reprieve from the emotional roller coaster, you're left feeling even more objectified and used. The puppet master controlling positions. When it comes to sexual positions, a narcissist isn't interested in exploring new experiences or creating to your desires. No, it's all about control and dominance. Imagine this scenario. Your narcissistic partner always insists on being on top. pinning you down or locking your body into a position where you can't move or participate. It's like you are a lifeless dog and they are puppet master, manipulating your body for their own pleasure. If you dare to try and take an active role or switch positions, they shut you down immediately. No, I don't like that. Then say it as if your desires and pleasures are completely irrelevant. It's not about finding mutually enjoyable positions. It's about exerting their power and control over you, even in the most intimate moments. They're not making love to you. They are making love to their false self, stroking their own ego and basking in their supposed superiority. On obsession, choosing fantasy over reality. For a narcissist, the allure of pornography often outweighs the desire for genuine intimacy with their partner. It's like they are addicted to the fantasy, unable to connect with the real person lying beside them. Imagine this scenario. You're in bed with your narcissistic partner, craving your emotional and physical connection. But instead of being present with you, they are glued to their screen, lost in a world of artificial stimulation. They don't care if you want to watch it together or not. It's all about their selfish gratification. It's as if they are saying, why would I bother with the real thing when I can indulge in the perfect fantasy? They choose strangers on a screen over the living, breathing person right next to them, leaving you feeling completely objectified and worthless. And when you try to address the issue, they will lightly blame you. You're not attractive enough, you're not doing it right, or your body isn't good enough. It's a twisted way of deflecting responsibility and avoiding the real issue, their inability to be authentic and vulnerable with you, emotional wasteland, and lack of intimacy. Perhaps the devastating of a narcissist's weird sexual habits is their complete lack of emotional intimacy. It's like they are incapable of seeing you as anything more than a toy, a means to an end. Imagine this scenario. In the beginning, your narcissistic partner seemed to adore you, making you feel like you had a deep, passionate connection. But as the relationship progressed, that intimacy faded, replaced by a cold, soulless encounter. They refused to kiss you on the lips, as if that simple act of tenderness is too much for their fragile ego to handle. And when you try to embrace them or make eye contact during the act, they recoil, breaking the connection and leaving you feeling empty and used. It's like they are rubbing their body against you, treating you like a lifeless object, and then discarding you when they are done. There's no warmth, no afterglow, no sense of being cherished. You're not creating the emotional intimacy they are incapable of providing, questioning your self-worth and wondering if you will ever feel truly loved. The sick thrill, demanding sex after fights. One of the most twisted and disturbing sexual habits of a narcissist is their desire to have sex immediately after an intense fight or argument. It's as if your pain and emotional turmoil is their thrill, a twisted Aphrodisiac that arouses them. Imagine the scenario. You just endured a barrage of verbal abuse and emotional manipulation from your narcissistic partner. You're drained, hurt, and questioning everything about your relationship. But instead of giving you space to process or even acknowledging their abusive behavior, the narcissist starts making sexual advances. It's like they see your vulnerability as an open invitation to assert their dominance and control over you. They want to wake up not out of genuine care or remorse, but to ensure your needs
and strip them of their primary source of supply. And if you refuse their advances, they'll likely escalate their tactics, guilt-tripping you or even threatening to step out and get their needs met elsewhere. It's a sickening form of emotional blackmail, preying on your desire for connection and intimacy. The narcissist's desire for sex after a fight isn't about healing or reconciliation. It's about reestablishing their power and creating a twisted trauma bond that keeps you hooked. It's like they're saying, "See, I can make you feel good again, but only if you submit to me." And as you surrender to their advances, desperate for a reprieve from the emotional roller coaster, you're left feeling even more objectified and used. The line between love and abuse blurs, and the trauma bond tightens its grip, making it harder to break free. Remember, you deserve a partner who values your emotional well-being, not one who uses your pain as a twisted form of foreplay. Don't let a narcissist's sick games rob you of your self-worth and dignity. Stand firm in your boundaries and never compromise your healing for their selfish desires. Navigating the twisted world of a narcissist's sexual habits can be a soul-crushing experience. From the push-pull games to the lack of emotional intimacy, every encounter leaves you feeling used, objectified, and worthless. But it doesn't have to be this way. By understanding these weird habits and recognizing the narcissist's manipulative tactics, you can break free from their toxic grip and reclaim your self-worth. Do you feel you now recognize their sexual patterns, but they still force sex on you in their way? If you want to have live, not mechanical sex, then watch one of my previous videos titled Narcissistic, Sexual Coercion, Toxic Sexual Patterns of Narcissists to know the signs. The link is in the description below. Remember, you deserve genuine love, respect, and emotional connection, things a narcissist can never truly provide. So take a stand, protect your heart, and never settle for being treated as anything less than the precious, valuable human being you are. Subscribe to this channel to learn more about the twisted mind of a narcissist and how to protect yourself from their abuse. Together we can shed light on this darkness and prevent others from becoming victims of their toxic games. I believe in thank you.